Interviewing a friend is not easy, especially when that friend is the First Lady and when your questions aren't all that friendly. Well, last Tuesday afternoon in the upstairs living room at the White House, we talked with Nancy Reagan, a friend for 35 years. 1981 has been a happy year and a sad one for Mrs. Reagan. First, her husband's arrival at the presidency after years of striving, the two of them together, and then the shock of the assassination attempt. And since then, troubling controversy about the expensive White House renovation and the new White House china. Americans' feelings about Mrs. Reagan were reflected this past week in a Newsweek magazine poll. 57% of those questioned approve of the way that Mrs. Reagan has been handling her responsibilities as First Lady. But at the same time, 62% feel that she overemphasizes style and elegance at a time of federal budget cuts and economic hardship, and that she is less sympathetic to the problems of the poor than other First Ladies have been. You're really hurt by some of the press that you've been getting. I mean, hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And were you unprepared for the scrutiny that you were going to get?
Yes, I really was. Although people, like everything else, had told me. But I really didn't think it would be as deep as it is.
First Ladies traditionally have a pretty tough time of it, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I mean,
Yes,
Eleanor
they do.
Roosevelt, to those who didn't like her, she was a heroine to millions of Americans, and to millions of others, she was a busybody.
But yeah, yes, but she had a terrible time. She really had a terrible time.
And Pat Nixon was Plastic Pat, and your immediate predecessor was the Iron Magnolia.
Mm-hmm. First Ladies, I don't know, it seems to, I've done, you know, a little, everybody's given me books to read, which I've tried to read, and it's fascinating. But they all seem to have those same kind of problems.
Why?
I don't know. This is veering away from what we're talking about.
Hmm?
But along the same subject of First Ladies having a bad time, wouldn't it be nice if we could look at television or read the papers and read something wonderful and nice that's happened? It seems to me that all we read and all we hear are the terrible things that have happened, the nasty things that have happened. I know in today's world the news people have to talk about what's going on in the world, and there are terrible things that are going on in the world right now. But let's have a little balance. Let's try to bring people up and give them some hope and some encouragement and some moral values. Strong letter follows.
I guess what you really want for Christmas is for the press to take a fresh look at you. Really.
That would be nice.
Take another look over 1982.
Look at what I'm really doing now.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mike.